And welcome to all you Cancerians. Welcome for your monthly horoscope for August 2016. And there are some things that I want to talk about. As from the beginning that I do horoscopes, I always integrate fixed stars when they are very important. And they are. Again, now in Sagittarius, Mars and Saturn are going to conjunct. And it's on the fixed star Antares. And I want to talk a little bit about that. Going to talk a little bit about your third house that is having plenty of energy, good positive energy. And I'm going to be talking about Anticyon as well. So let's get started with the real stuff. And that is Mars and Saturn in your sixth house, the house of health and the house of work, your day-to-day routines, the house of pets as well. But let's concentrate on, for most people it's going to be work or health. Not that I don't want to mention pets, but anyway. So Mars and Saturn there on that fixed star, they are there. They were there already in March, April, and May. So this is not something new that I'm talking about here, but it's very concentrated, focused energy, and it's on the fixed star Antares, which is about endings. I mean, the fixed star Antares, you can apply it on a collective level, which is a bit different. But let's say on an individual level, we only have true power, you could say, and true mastering of our own actions individually. It is about that. There is a cycle that can end, that you started maybe in March, April, and May, or a project on when it comes to work that you want to finish up around that time. Mars and Saturn energy is not easy at all. But it doesn't always have to be negative, like irritation, frustration, and so on. That's at its worst. So it could be that you're experiencing at work with some colleagues some frustration and you want to go forward, but it's not possible. And the more you're going to push, the worse it's going to get. That's my first advice. And this energy is about less is more. At its most positive, you can apply this energy to fix something, especially with the star Antares, which is about endings, fixing something by being very focusing on one thing. So if you're that kind of Cancerian that wants to do it all, it's not going to work with this energy. So less is more, concentrate on one project instead of 10, and you will accomplish a big deal with that focused energy, because that's what Saturn wants. Saturn wants us to master, it wants us to commit ourselves towards one specific project. So if you put a lot of effort, if you work hard, basically, you will get the fruits there. Not directly, probably after September, but there is something there that you're trying to finish up. If you want to do something and you feel a lot of resistance, just back off a little bit and try again, but persevere step by step, not by doing a shortcut. It's not going to work. The same with your health. If there is some issue there, if there is a health problem, there is possibility of attacking it, of battling it by being perseverance, by not getting depressed about the illness. Although you don't understand it 100% fully, it will come. And by just doing your thing on a daily basis, very disciplined. So it's good to, and if you say, I'm not really having a health problem, this is fantastic to start a new diet or to start a totally new. So with an ending, there's always a new beginning, of course. So starting with a totally new, maybe a fitness program or whatever it is. But this energy demands continuation, step by step. It's not easy, it's harsh, but you're getting there and you're seeing the fruits the more you're doing it. That's basically it. So that's the tricky energy for this month for you, Cancerians. Now, the positive energy is in your third house of communication, of writing, teaching, learning, your skills, exploring, your siblings, communication in the neighborhood, in the environment. It can be a time where you party a lot with people from your environment, because Venus enters that house, Mercury, the Sun, Jupiter is already there. And especially the last week of the month, do some I don't know, something with your neighbors or in the environment or giving a party or whatever. It is fabulous energy the last week of the month. So gentle communication, people appreciating you, you appreciating other people. That is all good. Sometimes, however, because we still have the Neptune-Saturn square. So it lasts up until September. Thank God, because that was a really frustrating energy. Saturn and Neptune is about insecurity, basically. It's about, yeah, this week I see it, yeah, I believe in it, I have hope for it, yeah, and then the other week, how on earth am I going to get that happen or make that happen? You see that insecurity, and for you, it's with the mind. So you could be a bit insecure about, your thinking can go up and down and up and down. If that is the case, accept it, because this is not going to last forever. There are going to be eclipses in those houses, which means that you are going to have the information very soon in September. Now still gather the information, don't make huge decisions when it comes to the way that you think, but try to do a bit trial and error, and you'll be fine. And last but not least, there is this Antition thing going on between Virgo and Aries. And what is that? Antition is that two signs, in this case Virgo and Aries, they have a lot in common under the surface. They actually understand each other very well under the surface. And Antition is the following. You find an Antition point in a sign when you divide it by 30 degrees. So, for instance, in Virgo, when you have a planet in 1 degree of Virgo, and the whole sign is 30 degrees. So you divide 30 degrees minus 1 degree and you get 29 degrees in Aries. Why am I all telling you this? Because there is a planet Uranus in your 10th house of work. And Uranus is at approximately 23 degrees of Aries. So everything that has to do with those incoming planets in Virgo, and it's Venus and it's Mercury and it's the Sun, it's throughout the whole month. All these planets are coming into Virgo in the sector of your communication and understanding of things. All these planets actually under the surface connect with work, connect with Uranus, connect with liberation, connect with doing something new, fresh. And this is really interesting because, as I said, you are working very hard for accomplishing something when it comes to your work or your health. And with this Uranus there, being activated under the surface by those planets in Virgo, this means that whatever you do around your communication, it has a fresh effect on your work. Or on your mother, because 10th house is also mother, or on government, anything that has to do with governments or bosses, or there's some new developments going on there, but it's all quite behind the scenes. Having said that, I wish you the best month ever, as always, and see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.